Hi everyone, this is Dimitri Pargamonic with MarketChameleon.com. I wanted to quickly show you how you could use the open interest analysis dashboard page. And over here what we have is 3 different window views that you could change to really assess how did the open interest change from the previous day and where options traders are increasing their bets. And the first one over here is just set to the open interest where there were big percentage gains and there was also a price increase in the option contract. So we could see here GE on the September 7th put, there was an increase of 291% on that particular option contract, and the option contract increased by 780%. And then just goes down the line over here. Then we could also just change that. Up here is by symbol. So if you wanted to find out where was there a big percentage gain in the overall open interest in a particular stock, you could see it here, and the relative open interest when you compare it to a 90-day moving average. So you could see here there's a 600% increase in this stock in open interest in one day, and that's 7.8 times the relative open interest when you take the average of the 90 days. Also over here, you could look at the new put-call ratio and how that put-call ratio changed overnight. So here we see that there was a big increase in the puts relative to the calls in that open interest. Then over here, we could also change it to see the same thing by ETF. This way you have all the different ETFs where their open interest had a big increase. We could also take a look at large cap stocks where there's an big open interest increase in the overall option contracts, as well as the change in the put call ratio. You could change that. You could also just look at the put call ratios where they're elevated relative to the historical averages, and this gives you a percentile rank, which is saying relative to the put call ratio in the last year, where the current percentile rank level is. So these are all elevated put call ratios relative to the one years of observations. You could also go over here and look by expiration to see if there's any particular expiration that had a big increase in open interest and the percentage. And then down here, these are all by option contract, so just big percentage gain by option contract. If you click on here, that brings up a current price graph of the stock. You could also change this to percentage gain in the open interest plus an increase in the option contract, which we did this before. Open interest gainer plus a decrease in the option contract. So this is where there's a big open interest and the option contract decreased in price on the same day. Open interest increase plus the implied volatility in the option contract increased by a lot. So over here we see that in this particular option, open interest increased by 700%. And the implied volatility increased by 200%, 227%. And lastly, there's an open interest increase plus a big decrease in the implied volatility in that option contract. So you have all these to explore really quickly in the morning, just to see how the option activity was the day before, and if there's anything of interest that you could find and scan really quickly before you move on to the larger scanners that you could set the filters yourself. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.